Hello and welcome everyone. I've just popped on for a very short video between client sessions, and so I just wanted to speak of a number of aspects of what's going on at the moment and how you might be feeling. So this morning there was this sort of energetic experience of feeling as though we had popped through the surface again. There was definitely this sense of being in a new space with a new energy. It moved up and down a bit this morning. In general, I want to say that humanity has pierced the veil into unlimited access now. Unlimited abundance, prosperity, and health are available to all. This sense of freedom that you can claim, but you will need to claim it. So this is what we will be experiencing as we come into leaving and releasing and departing from all our old programs and paradigms. Hello, beautiful Charlotte. And we are going through this detoxification on all levels. If you come across this video, then I just want to say, if you find this information useful, then subscribing to the channel is a way to kind of make sure you get notifications, because I do jump on like this. So this claiming yourself, let's talk about that for a moment. How that was shown to me is quite similar to how I've seen it before. So it is that you become this transducer, this mover of energy, this pillar of light. It's a white diamond crystalline light pillar in your position on the grid, on the earth, and you anchor your positional place, if you like. So you find yourself wherever you are and you anchor in there as this transmitter, as this weaver of light, as this transducer. So this upgrading that is occurring through this for, hello Dana, for both us and the planet, it's occurring to each of our bodies. It can be having a slightly to very unsettling and destabilizing effect. So this is one of the aspects that is definitely affecting our sleep patterns, and our sort of those evenings where we can't sleep, where we're, in our insomniac phase. It's coming in with aches and pains and dizziness and nausea, and you might be feeling that in any of the parts of your body. It's been coming in with super dry, itchy, itchy, flaky scalp. So that's been an experience for a lot of people. That is in hand really with a huge crown opening expansion. And I don't know about you, but for me, my eyes, they're itchy and sore. I got up and put compressed flannels on them this morning. I've been very gentle with them, and they just feel like I've just been rubbing them madly. They are sore and they are so itchy, really, really itchy. Hello, Margaret. So, there is just, Margaret's just, said it's such an exciting time to be alive. And it just so is. I mean, there is no way that we can possibly deny that we are on the edges of this ascension, that we are witnessing what is happening in our physical world in a physical way. So, we've been and are going to experience a lot of change, which is just starting to show up in the physical now, in the way especially of government finance and in the sort of medical pharmaceutical area. So just keep an eye out. It's been a little bit slower to come out than what I thought, except that I don't watch television, so I can't comment on what comes out through that unless somebody posts it to me. But it's this time where we really need to be pristine. So pristine in our thoughts, words, and actions, and asking yourself, what needs to change? What do I need to release? What am I afraid of? What are my fears? And how do I attend to those? Are they real? I'm sure I wrote some things about that. Oh, well, I can tell you this part too. This time to make very conscious decisions and movements, thoughts, words, and actions about these kind of two aspects. What do you want? What do you want to have, be, do, and become in your life? And how do you align your thoughts, words, and actions with that, this incredible change? So during this month, I am told, or the season of Scorpio, our entire of humanity will be diving deep into self. Now, a lot of you will have already done that, and this might enable you to do this to a deeper place, but it's going to be a transformational journey for all. And some would, well, even me this morning, I had this personal experience, which I don't think I'll share it. I might share it down the track, but I had this personal experience with Gaia in my DM, and that made me cry. And then I had another personal experience with Gaia, which was just acknowledging my work, which made me cry. So there's a lot of emotion in this, and there's going to be strong emotional purging and release for people. So for the earth itself, there are going to continue to be deep physical releases, which will likely increase in both frequency and intensity. These will show up in earthquakes, volcanic activity, including landslides, as Earth begins a series of recalibrations. And so many of you here and light workers around the world are in this experience now. There's this very strong energy of this recalibration. It really feels like that, as though we're vertically being vibrated. And others will follow as you will come into this higher vibratory sequence, is how I was showing it, as a frequency and oscillation. So this is where we are at. It's important to be asking yourself those questions. Is there something here for me to clear, undo, resolve, shift out? And it may be that there isn't, and you just come into your alignment and you ask to be shown, and you anchor your light. You see yourself as this beautiful diamond white pillar. That's how it looks. It looks like an ancient Grecian pillar, and that is you being the conduit for this light, and that we're just in this change, and it's rapid change, and it's the whole thing coming together in a way, this expansion, this renewal through the central vertical column. This is happening on the planet again, as well as in our own central vertical column. This is this opportunity to be both doing extra purification and extra bringing in this kind of two-way channel, very much like the 1010 portal meditation that's on the channel. I just wanted to say to you as well, if you are not aware, I do have a website with a blog on it, and you might find some interesting articles on the blog, and there's a few years worth of them. And also I do put out a monthly newsletter that you can subscribe to, and that's free as well. So you can subscribe to that on the channel. And let me just feel into... Oh, I'm just reading. Lauren saw itchy, achy eyes yesterday. Feel head pressure today, upper body aches. 2 weeks of insomnia, now resting and sleeping. Resting before the new beginnings present. Yes, I slept really well last night too, maybe for the first time, at least in the past week. You're welcome, Stacey Ace from outer space. Ia tōkana shiana ia takana o ishiana rakana nanana tishiana ahoya rakana isi atakana. So there is also a lot of heart expansion occurring in the hearts of humanity, and so for some it shows up very much as the guards coming down, as the veils coming off, as the gates being opened. So always when I'm doing work with clients, that's how I see the heart. They have different shields and gates, and some of them are very intricate and made of gold or bronze. Some of them are hinged, and some of them are padlocked, and some of them are rusty. But right now, all of those, we're in this, the opening of that. The divine masculine, okay, I can't remember how I saw it before, but right now they're showing up as though they're on the top of a hill. And they're surveying, I want to say their world. They're surveying their world. Yeah, and then I want to say they have big backpacks on. They're taking a lot, but not a lot, with them. And I see they put their backpack on. They've scoped or scaped out where they are going, and they are taking off with a bit of a jog down the hill. They're very much in greater awakening now. And so they are coming into their, I hadn't really planned to do this, their higher consciousness in both their hearts and in their minds. Hopefully I'm speaking loudly enough. That's why I don't really channel, because my voice often goes really quiet when I go into a channeling space and I'm not aware of it. So hopefully you could hear that. I'll just see. So this pain in the head, that's about the crown opening up in this greater development and higher consciousness. Also, a lot of you will be receiving higher psychic gifts. I did speak about the divine masculines being in a place on the video I did a couple of days ago at the end of that, which I hadn't mentioned in the notes, but they are quite pleased with themselves, our DMs. So we've got this kind of Venus effect, this wash of love that's affecting us, and then on top of that we've got this releasing effect, which is being brought about whatever the other constellations are, but it's very deep, and it's like, yeah, you know, just another step in the last part. The other, that's right. So the dance movements of twins, how I saw that in the last few days is that each, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, are learning there to pirouette, and they are doing their own pirouette. And so a pirouette, if you don't know what that is a dance movement for ballet dancers, and it's a spin. They spin on their toes and on one leg, with the other leg either bent or elevated. And so that is what each of the twins are doing at the moment. They are in their pirouette, and in that pirouette, how that showed up to me is that as they're spinning, they are releasing. They're doing this releasing. It's, you know, rolling off like spinning a wet rag. And then what will happen is, so it matches into that whole, all of the stuff that I spoke about the toroidal fields coming together. So then they'll spin together and merge. So seeing that little aspect. Everything tastes funky. Yeah, I did have a few days like that as well. Gold key. Anyone else where didn't matter what I ate, yeah, funky is actually a good word for it. It was like everything smelled a bit mouldy to me. Even the fresh fruit that I ate, it smelt like that. Horrible headache all week, says Jamie. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Get your bare feet on the ground. Ask the earth to take it from you. Anyway, I do have to go because I have clients coming again this afternoon. And I just thought that I'd come on and say that. So it's about, you know, you keep everything pristine, thoughts, words, and action, as we're moving into this higher realm. We are already in this higher density and frequency and dimensional space. We are accessing now these higher again, but we're really integrating now those sort of sixth, seventh dimensional experiences, frequencies, and fields. They've been anchored in our physical body with my clients. And this actually links into what I, while I was crying with Gaia this morning. There's been a lot of movement in the shoulder blades, and I am seeing feathers. I might have already mentioned this, but this is people's winged aspects showing up. So you may feel that as some kind of tension, sore spots in your shoulder blades. And in sessions, they were showing up as either angelics on a range of levels or hierarchies. And when I say hierarchies, I don't mean one is above the other, but there are hierarchies of angels, archangels, cherubim, Elohim, seraphim, etc. And so when I say angels, I'm saying and archangels, all of that. And then the bird, or the bird people, the bird man, the bird beings, the giant bird beings, feathers showing up that represented those, and then the elementals. So yeah, I think over the last month that's been showing up. So you might get some indicators of that, or tune into that for yourself. Don't know what you mean, Stacey. Sorry. That's what that was. What are you referencing? Gold key saw luminescent feathers and a frequency of opalescent energy being released yesterday. Yes, the opalescent energy, in my perception anyway, is it's very aligned with the divine feminine. And so, okay, so I want to say, I better go. But I want to say, oh my goodness, something in my throat. That's about the divine feminine frequencies landing. There's comes in with the number 13. That's my view. The number 13 represents the divine feminine, the Holy Mothers, the divine feminine Christ, and so I want to say we're getting some sequencing of codes, and they're coming in both frequencies and numbers for the divine feminine, higher light aspects of consciousness and creation. Yeah, but my lovelies, I do have to go, and I wish you so much love and thank you for joining me. And I promise to put some more time aside to do more writing, but I haven't. That's all I've really got for you right now. Okay, much love. Bye.